So welcome back everybody to the 31 Days of Horror. We're on our 12th day, and once again we are looking at a film directed by William Castle, and this is 1961's Homicidal, which is a horror thriller that stars Glenn Corbett, who was in The Crimson Kimono, Patricia Breslin, who was in I Saw What You Did, and it also stars Eugenie Lenovich, who I've not seen anything from before, but she was in a couple of films that had notable stars. And the plot of this film is about a woman named Emily who checks into a hotel and offers the bellboy $2,000 to temporarily marry her. We soon found out Emily is a caretaker of a wheelchair-bound mute named Helga, who was the childhood guardian of a pair of siblings, Miriam Webster and her half-brother Warren, who is about to inherit the estate of their late father. Who is the mysterious Emily, and what are her intentions? So, it does owe a lot. Well, I say a fair bit of a debt to Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, which came out the year before. And even though this isn't quite as fun as some of William Castle's efforts, it's not quite as lively as, say, House on Haunted Hill or 13 Ghosts, it is still an enthralling effort that is, has a plot with an ending that I really didn't see coming whatsoever, quite frankly. And the film as a whole is engrossing, the cast is good, it is well shot. There is a kill that uses shadows to superb effect. The score is well done, it has its entertaining moments, and even though the pacing isn't all that great, it is still decent enough to keep the film going. But what sets this apart, again, from other films, is a gimmick that William Castle has employed before. We talked about it with 13 Ghosts. And he has another gimmick here called Special Fright Break. So basically, in the last 2 minutes of the film, it stops. There's a voiceover with William Castle saying, "Do you dare watch the last 2 minutes of this film? Check your heart rate to see if you're going to be able to take it or not." And it slowly counts down and goes, "Oh, are you brave enough? Are you brave enough?" And it's basically trying to egg on the audience to stay in the cinema and watch the film. But obviously, if you didn't wish to stay, you were guaranteed your money back at the time. So it kind of is an enticement to really keep people watching, but obviously there is a reward if you don't keep on watching. So but actually only less than 1% of people actually did that. So even though it cost a little bit of money, it probably raked in far more in terms of advertisements and trying to entice people into the cinema overall. And they also emphasise that gimmick even further, as William Castle says here in an interview. They really went to the additional stunts with the aspect. They put yellow stripes appeared on sidewalks near the curb leading past the theatres, and stenciled on the stripe, "Cowards keep walking." And inside, large yellow footsteps were stenciled on the floor from the seats back to the box office. And over the box office there hung a sign called Coward's Corner. And there was a blood pressure outfit sat on the table nearby, attended by a nurse who offered free tests to cowards. And a yellow light bathed Coward's Corner, and a recording message kept repeating, "These cowards are too frightened to see the end of Homicidal. Watch them shivering. Coward's Corner. Coward, coward, coward." And as a final touch, they required anyone demanding a refund to sign a yellow card which read, "I am a bona fide coward." So they really went to town on making people not want to take a refund, so they didn't lose out on all that much money. And I just feel like that's something that is just something that you wouldn't see today. It's audience participation to another level. Obviously, we saw that with Illusiono, with 13 Ghosts, where we were putting up the glasses to see the ghosts or pretend to not see the ghosts or whatever like that. But with this, not only are you part of the gimmick, but the rest of the audience is as well if you take part in that gimmick. So and as a final deterrent, the stares and jests of people waiting to buy their tickets also stop people as well. So really fantastic piece of cinema and marketing, both combined to make a superb film overall. Obviously the gimmick doesn't work entirely anymore because obviously you're not in a cinema, you're not with other people watching it. But even I was checking my heart rate to see if I was not going to be too scared about it, because the clock that comes onto the screen and starts ticking down is done in a heartbeat rhythm, so you are thinking about it at the same time, even if you're not particularly scared. So an overall fantastic film, and easily one of William Castle's most successful films, and probably one of the more iconic ones that hasn't been remade or isn't particularly starring anyone notable. So fantastic film overall, easily one of my favourites from the William Castle box that this is a part of. And yeah, I highly recommend checking it out if you haven't already. Nonetheless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.